You too. What's good, it's your boy Everything Water, and what is everything my familiar? I got for you guys a very fun, insane Void Hunter build. We're gonna be using the Radiant Dance Machine combined with the Lemon Arc. I'm telling you, you're gonna have infinite invisibility for you and your teammates at the same time, weakening enemies. I'm telling you, it's so fun and broken at the same time. This build is gonna surprise y'all. I'm serious. But yeah, if y'all like this video, man, please leave a like and subscribe. It's your boy Everything Water. Water's everything my familiar. Let's get straight into this video. Starting this video off, we're gonna be talking about the Radiant Dance Machine exotic legs. Now, this is a universal exotic that works with all subclass, and it's so cool because basically the perk of this exotic is dodging around multiple enemies will always have infinite dodge as long as you create final blows. And it's so insane because it works. I didn't know how good it works with Void, because it works so, I feel like the best is with Stasis. It works so good with Strand. It even works good with Arc too. You can literally spam your Arc Punch, and it's pretty good with Solar. But with Void, not only do you, with certain aspects, you get the ability to make your teammates invisible while you also become invisible. You can also weaken those enemies. When you dodge around enemies, you get your melee back, and your melee gonna weaken and make you and your fire team invisible. This is insane because now you have two different ways to go invisible. You have a way to give your teammates invisibility, at the same time weakening the enemy, at the same time using your suppressor grenade that suppresses the enemy's abilities. It's such a broken exotic with Void, and I don't know why I didn't use it sooner. It's so much fun with this, and you have so much versatility. You really have your own solo Omnioculus. Like, just think of what the Omnioculus does for your fire team, but this is for solo players. Like, this is a solo Void Hunter build. It really is, but at the same time it can be used for team. It's actually more versatile than the Omnioculus if you think about it. Seriously. But yeah, so that's it for the Radiance Dance Machine. Now we're gonna get into one of my favorite exotics. Now for our exotic weapon, we're gonna be using the Lemon Arc. Now the Lemon Arc perk is arrows fired quickly after a full draw become poison arrows. Precision hits with poison arrows stuns the combatants and spread poisons to nearby ones. Strong against Overlord combatants, and it's so cool with the catalyst. You get unrelenting basically after hitting a lot of enemies, killing a lot of enemies, you will get health back. So I love this guerrilla tactics I use. Is you go invisibility, you get that, you spark up that RDM, and then you just constantly use your poison and your Lemon Arcs. Like, it's one of my favorite bows, and it does so much good damage with its poison and then precision damage, and then you always gonna heal as long as you kill enemies. At the same time, while you're killing enemies, you can always have RDM. Combine this Lemon Arc combined with the RDM is such a guerrilla tactic. It's just, you're gonna be hitting your bows, it's gonna do poison darts, you're gonna kill the enemy over time, boom, then go back invisible. If you see your teammates get low, you can still do what you do with the Lemon Arc, get them back up, make them invisible, then repeat, rinse and repeat. It's a guerrilla tactics. It's fun. It really makes this build just like a snipe build, but with a bow that does poison. It's really cool, man. But yeah, that's it for the exotic weapon and exotic armor. Now we're gonna get to the full build. Now for our super of this build, we're going to be using the Shadow Shot Deadfall. Me personally, it's a faster super than the Mobius and the Spectral Blade. I just love the tether, like the suppressing, the weakening it does. It pulls all the enemies there. You get your super back quick, and it's good for your fire team because you drop a lot of orbs of power. You can go Mobius Quiver, which just gives you more of that damage against bosses. But if you really just want to get your super like every minute and just keep on just going crazy and spamming it, Deadfall is the way to go. For our abilities, we're going to use in Gambler's Dodge. You just want to be able to get your melee. Your melee is going to be able to weaken enemies, so it's going to be insane. You want to be able to spam this with RDM. You're going to be spamming in your invisibility, and you're going to be spamming your melee. For our grenades, we're going to use a suppressor grenade, the only grenade you should be using, one of the most broken grenades in the game. It takes away their abilities, and it stuns Overlord champions too, so this is insane. It really is. Now for our actors, we're going to be using Vanish Step, and we're going to be using
trappers, ambush. Now trapper ambush is cool, really good, because now not only are you gonna be weakening enemies by having a quick fall, punching the ground type ability, your allies now is gonna be able to get invisible too. So now you're gonna have now your teammates are also having that stealth effect. If they're about to die or you're reviving them, you can easily boom, get them invisible, get them out the way. At the same time weakening enemies. This is insane if you really think about it. And with the RDM, you can spam this infinitely as long as you're killing enemies, and that's all you're going to be doing. So it's really good combining the trapper's ambush with this. Now for our fragments, we're going to be using Echo Repulsor. Final blows when surrounded by combatants grants super energy. Again, you need to be surrounded by combatants to get that multiple dodge to be able to spam RDM when you first start. So being able to be around enemies while invisible too is going to be insane, because all you're going to be doing is going around a lot of enemies, dodging, being invisible, kill them, go to more enemies. You're going to get your super so quick. And I have barely any intellect that you can see. 46 tier 4 intellect, and you're going to get it really quick. Now imagine if you had it a little higher. It's insane. We're also going to be using Echo Persistence. Void buffs applied to you, invisibility, overshield, devour have increased duration. It does give you that minus mobility. It doesn't matter. It makes up for it for the perk. This is insane. You want to be able to increase the invisibility, devour, overshield as much as possible to the max, because that 2 seconds can save your life compared to if you didn't have this. That invisibility or that overshield is really nice. We're also going to be using Echo Starvation, picking up a Void Beach over Power Grants Devour. This is really good because Devour just feasts on your enemies' foes. Final blows restore your health and grants grenade energy and extends Devour. So this is insane. So you're going to just be able to kill enemies, get your health back, grenade energy back, and then also kill more enemies and repeat as long as you're killing enemies, which is really cool. And then to make it even more broken, Echo of Instability, defeating targets with grenade grants volatile rounds to your void weapons. Now your Luminarch is going to be volatile rounds. Any heavy weapon that's void is going to be volatile rounds. And then your suppressor is going to suppress them while killing weaker enemies because it's really strong. You know how broken that is, while at the same time weakening and being invisible. This build is insane, I'm telling you guys. But now we're going to get into the stats and the armor mods. Now for our stats, we are going max resilience. No matter, look, we hunters, we can't be squishy out here. Max resilience, don't go any lower than 100. I don't got time for my hunter community, we dying. I don't got time for that. You feel me? You one of them. But sadly I do have my ability at tier 7. I would prefer it any higher, but with my rolls and some of my weapons, I don't get that. I need a better RDM, honestly. But anything higher than tier 7 is gonna, just screenshot this, anything here is gonna give you that max what I have of this. If you can get that mobility higher, it's insane. If you can get that discipline higher too, or keep it at tier 8 and getting this to tier 8 or 9, that's insane. I'm telling you, that build's gonna be broken. It's already broken. Make it even more broken. Get into our armor mods. Go ahead, screenshot this if you want to. I am using Front of Whisper. This does give you gain a bonus intellect while you have armor charge. I think it's like 30 or 20, so it's either tier 6 or tier 7 while we have armor charge. So now this build is complete. It's really broken, man. I'm telling you. But screenshot everything else. That's it, man. Look, if y'all like this type of video, please leave a like, subscribe, everything. Water, what is everything? My familiar. I'm out.